Hey, how's it going? Music and Mayhem. Episode. Episode? Episode dos. I am your host. Guy, last name. Alright. Just a little tip for everybody. It's for the fellas, but we can help out the ladies too. Fellas, I think we're not pissing correctly. Alright, maybe you are. If this doesn't pertain to you, then that's fine. Tell me to fuck off. But when you pee, it's called relieving yourself. And I don't think we're relieving ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, I think people are doing too much, right? So, let's say you walk up to the urinal, right? Step one. You just unzip your pants, okay? Pretty easy. Zip, just unzip your pants. Now here's where people start fucking up. Step 2, grab your penis. Step 2, you just go in there with your 2 fingers, right? Whether you're left or right, your pointer finger, your middle finger, and your middle finger, not one or the other. You just go in there, right? You fish out your dick, and you pull it out, right? That's it, okay? Don't fucking think about your belt. What the fuck are you doing? And, if you gotta, rearrange, your underwear, I completely get that. You had a boner all day. I get that. You gotta, switch it around. I get it. But what are you fucking taking your pants off for? I don't get that. The whole unbutton, I gotta do this. I gotta just step 1, unzip. Step 2, find your penis. Step 3, pull your penis out. Okay? Now I know what you're thinking. Well, Oscar, what am I supposed to do with your hands? Dude, fucking nothing. Just relieve yourself. Actually, it's called relieving yourself. All that belt shit, that's peeing. That's urinating. Relieving yourself is just your penis out and your hands are just chilling. I don't know. Dude, I don't know. Pay a bill. Look up your workout for the day. I don't know. Just put them on your hips. Do you ever pee with your hands on your hips? It feels great. It's fantastic. And then, you know what? And then the cleanup is so easy. You know what I mean? You just take the pointer finger, you just put your penis back in. And then, then you just zip your pants up. It's fucking easy. Well, Oscar, you're just looking at people pee all the time? Is that how you've noticed this? No. But I've been forced to. You know what I mean? I'm at a... You know what it is at work or whatever. I just don't get companies. I'll have like 8 million employees and like 1 urinal. And of course, and like 8 million stalls. Like, not all of us have to fucking... I don't know who's shitting all the time. Like, seriously. Like, go to the fucking doctor. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're shitting 800 times a day and you still look that fucking fat? Good God. Go to the doctor, dude. So I've been forced to just kind of stand there, you know what I mean? You just kind of, you gotta stand in line for the pisser, right? And I just noticed these guys just fucking jingling around. And they're not jerking off, at least I hope not, but, oh my God. It's like, just take your cock out, fucking piss, and get the fuck out. It's pretty easy. And ladies, can't forget about the ladies. I think because secretly every woman wants to be a dude or to do dude stuff. Okay, you cannot deny that. All right, and if you do, you're a liar. All right. All they should do with ladies, right? Equal rights here at Music and Mayhem. You should just make zippers. Just make the zipper go longer. You know what I mean? Instead of that long seam, just have it zip, so you can zip all the way to about your ass. Maybe your asshole, and just fucking squat. There you go. You can work on your wall sits, right? You can work, I don't know, work on your squat holds, which is a wall sit, I guess. I don't know. There you go. Look at that. You can just squat and piss. There you go. See? That's a good idea. All right. Some music. Dude, some new music. Tame Impala. A little late on this, but like I've said previously, I've been living under a rock. So, seeing the sun lately, it's been nice. Tame Impala, The Slow Rush, released February 14th of this year, 2020. Oh man, this is a good one. It kind of reminds me of their last record. I have to say my favorite track would be, I'm gonna have a couple favorite tracks on this one. Borderline, Instant Destiny. Just I don't know. It just sounds a lot like their last record. And then their music video is really good to watch too. For Lost in Yesterday, it's a good one. Yeah, super, really catchy. Their bass lines are always insane. And yeah, I just don't know how like that guy comes up with all those I don't know, just those melodies. Like, I think it's called One More Year. Yeah, One More Year. I don't know, like just that, like it starts. It's like electronic. It's obviously slowed down, like One More Year, and it's just like I don't know. Pretty much, he just took that vocal and then just spread it, and it's really slow and kind of choppy, and then he's just like singing over that. I'm like, how the hell? What? So this guy's a genius. It's really catchy. Borderline and Instant Destiny reminds me of the last record. I like the cover too. It's like this like sand dune inside this house. It's cool. Tame Impala, Slow Rush. Then some hardcore punk. Rotting Out. Ronin. Ronnin. Ronin. Hardcore punk band from Los Angeles. Released April 17th of this year, 2020. Great record. It's, it still has like a ton of D-beat, just real punk rock, but at the same time, they're starting to kind of, I don't know, they do have some breakdowns in it, but it's kind of makes sense with what their music styles are. So like, I don't know, it's just not like straight beatdown. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, just makes sense. It's like, I don't know, it's good breakdowns. They have a little singing, like some old school like punk singing. I like that. Favorite track's gotta be Stones of Reaper. Where do I go? Oh man, it's good. I checked them. I would check their other shit out first, cause I don't know. You kind of have to get used to the vocals on this one. Vocalist. Speaking of the vocalist, dude, I saw it Rotting Out. Well, who was it? It was See You Space Cowboy. Candy, Rotting Out, Stick to Your Guns, and Knock Loose, all in Amsterdam. That was a good show, good ass show. Or Amsterdam Bar and Hall, in Minneapolis. It was in like last October, 2019. Great show. Yeah, and like their vocalist name's Wally for Rotting Out. And dude, he is fucking massive. Dude, if I can look that jacked in a sweatshirt, like dude, he had like 3 things on and then a sweatshirt. I was just like, dude, like if I could look that massive with a sweatshirt on, Jesus. When he looked like he could take on that entire venue, but yeah. That was a dope show. I haven't seen Sick Dear Guns in a while. And yeah, it's a good ass show. Check it out. Riding Out. Ronin. Really good. Some good punk hardcore. Alright, next, going local. Greynier. Greynier. There's some local Minneapolis, like, I don't know, like emo rock, I guess you could call it. Maybe, I don't know. It's just good music. You can, I don't know, you can just kind of tell, like, where they have a lot of influences, and you can kind of tell, but they're still original. Good kids, great fucking musicians. Greynier Familiar Space was released February 5th, 2018. Favorite track, that's kind of hard. I like all of them, just front to back, it's great. I like how it's recorded. But I really like Tilt and House Fire. Good songs. And their vocalist, Jeb, he kind of has it's like a baritone, like lower. And I've seen them live, and a couple times, and sometimes people with like lower voices. I'm no fucking critic. I'm no expert on anything, but like sometimes like people, it's kind of hard to hear them, or they kind of screw up because they're trying to push out too much when it's lower. I don't know, but Jeb fucking crushes it. And he plays guitar, and he's fucking stomping on those pedals the whole damn time. He's crushing it. Yeah, just really talented musicians, and good kids. Good release, front to back, just great catchy music. Great hooks. So you got Greynier, Familiar Space. Gonna go back to Greynier, back to back. Greynier, again, Greynier. The release Mural Lure, Lure, Lure. So it's Mural / Lure. That was released. It's a 2-song kind of release. A lot of like hardcore and punk bands do that. If it's just like 2 songs, they'll just literally, the title of their release is just gonna be like song 1, song 2, or like kind of, like a record players or vinyls have like side A, side B. It might just say like side A whatever, side B whatever, and that's just pretty much the title. But Mural Lure was released August 17th, 2018. Again, favorite track is tough one. There's both. It's just good ass writing, and it sounds great as well. I don't know. Especially when you know the kids, it just makes you even, I don't know, more proud, or just more pumped for them because they sound so damn good. So yeah, Greynier, check them out. Local Minneapolis rock band. Yeah, they're gonna do good things. They're crushing it. Good job, boys and girl. Yeah, I had a buddy hit me up recently. He told me to check out this band called the Lost Dinosaurs. They're pretty much like this indie electronic pop band from Australia, and I am about it. I haven't listened to them too much. I just kind of saw what they had on YouTube, like a lot of their singles, and then music videos. But everything I've heard so far is awesome. So Lost Dinosaurs, they have some cool music videos and good songs. Check it out. Next, some rap here. Retch. Gotta love Retch. Not to mention, dude, Retch is awesome though, dude. I love his production. His beats are fucking loud. I love his bass. Oh, dude. Retch crushes it. Retch, Retch. His EP, Still Up, released March 21st, 2019. I've got to say my favorite track is Scramble. The scramble, the bitches, scramble. Oh, it's great. Do that during a workout, it'll be awesome. Turn it all the way up, you pussy, alright? Crank it up. That bass will shake your brain, alright? Shake you into doing that last rep, alright? I don't know, it's just catchy, and he just releases so much shit, and it's still unique, and I just don't know how you can have that many lyrics and just crush it. The thing that I love about Retch is he's like millions of dollars, right? He's just crushing it, and his music videos. If you don't like his music, at least watch his music videos. Please hear me out. His music videos are hilarious. It's always like him pulled up with like there's $1 million car, all this cash, like got the flyest shit on, and you know those cars with like the door opens up on the like on the side. You know, instead of us, you know, peasants, we like it opens for you know what I mean. I'm not good at explaining shit. And so he's got the doors all wide up, and he's in front of like a fucking like a small gas station or like a tiny like mini mart. It's like he's pulling up and he's rapping like he's like sipping lean, like he's rolling like 40 blunts, smoking 1,000 blunts and joints, has like money around, like all these drugs, and he's like smoking drugs. He's always leaning. He's always got lean, and he's just like, and he's like rapping in front, and it's so funny because they'll like show the cashier, and this is like, it's like, oh yes, Retch is filming another music video. Yes, oh yes, he buys all of the tobacco leaves. He is a very, very wealthy man. It's just like, you can, oh my god. Or is it like, I saw this one where he's like, it looks like a Five Guys, but it had all this like chicken, like fried chicken for sale. Someone's playing this like small town fried chicken thing, and he's just going off, just in this fucking small town thing, and I don't know, it's hilarious, dude. So if you don't like Retch, check out his music videos because they're fucking hilarious, and check out the music video. Not to mention, that's on his EP, Neck and Lean. I mean, you can't beat some Neck and Lean. Get the fuck out of here. Not to mention. Oh, man. Good song, but the music video, there's just, like, some homeless guy smoking fucking crack. I just think it's hilarious. Like, YouTube will take down LA Beast. His YouTube videos. You guys know what LA Beast is? LA Beast, he's great. He's great. They'll take down, like, LA Beast videos because they can't, like, advertise on it or whatever, and Retch is over here just fucking, like, doing all these drugs and shit and having this homeless guy smoke crack, and they're like, it's an artist's expression. Oh, man. Maybe they just don't know. Who knows? It's got like 1 million views, I think. Whatever. Retch, still up. Check out the track, Scramble. Moving on. Narrowhead. I've been obsessed with this band so long. I guess not so long, a couple years, but still. Narrowhead, man, they're fucking good, and I don't know how you write that stuff. If I could make a band that's like Narrowhead, The Strokes, Bug, and Title Fight, oh god. Anyway, Narrowhead, they're like a rock, just a rock group. They're a rock and roll band. Their album Satisfaction was released May 21st, 2016. They've had a lot of like singles and like, you know, like that Greynier thing where they had like just 2 songs. They've kind of done that too, where they'll release like 3-4 songs on like SoundCloud and then put up on Bandcamp or something like that, just kind of like a cover. They released a song, Ash Anywhere, I think it was last September, and then they did a cover, so that was just like a 2-song release. They've got to be dropping a record soon, man. But Narrowhead, Satisfaction, May 24th, May 21st, 2016. Favorite tracks gotta be easily It's Whatever to me. So fucking good. It's a lot different than their whole album, but it fits so well in it. It's just so catchy. I relate to it. Because isn't that what music's about, right? Isn't that what art is about? It's whatever to me, man. It's such a good song. That intro, that guitar part, oh, I love it. And then the drums, good fills on that one. Super, just the whole record is so catchy. It's one of those things like you listen to it, and then you listen to it again and again, and then like you'll just kind of be like doing errands or chores around the house or something. And you'll just kind of be like humming along to it. I don't know. It's just it's really good. It's a loud record, but his vocals are very contained, I guess you could say. So it's whatever to me is a great song. It's my favorite, but also Cool in Motion. I love the drums on that. Again, it's a little bit more. I don't know. I really like punk, so it's a little bit more kind of a punker. Punker? Is that a fucking word? You dumbass. Has a little bit more of a punk vibe to it. Same with It's Whatever to me. But also would hear the whole record. Like, yeah, so the favorite track, the entire record, but especially It's Whatever to me and Cool in Motion. Narrowhead. Check it out. Satisfaction. Satisfaction. Next one, going back to rap. Wiz Khalifa. Laugh Now, Die Later. Oh yeah, a couple of these aren't latest releases, just shit I've been kind of jamming. Tame Impala and Rotting Out. That's recent. I guess Retch from last year. It's not. It's like a year old. But this is just shit I've been jamming too. Wiz Khalifa, Laugh Now, Die Later. Released November 10th, 2017. Favorite track, Royal Highness, Weed Farm, and Figure It Out. Got a lot of favorite tracks on this one. I don't know, it's just so catchy, and I love. Even though I haven't really been a biggest like Wiz fan recently, I've noticed his production is really. I can't say it gotten better. Like it's always been good, but like. He's definitely been paying more attention to, I feel like, the music side, you know what I mean? Because Rolling Papers 2 wasn't that great. And this is just my opinion. I'm no fucking expert. I don't know shit. Well, it wasn't that good. And then, whatever his latest one, it was released on, of course, 420 this year. It was like the Chronicles of Wiz Khalifa, I think it was. Just, I don't know, just not feeling it. But it's so much music, though, in every song. Like, he's just really putting the work into like just making these songs. There's like this big production and all these instruments, and I don't know, you definitely get a vibe. And then everyone starts rapping. You're like, yeah. Yeah, this one was really good. Like just everything, the vocals, the rhythms, lyrics. I don't know, it was really good. Very catchy, very original. It was actually it was actually named from Ice Cube's Laugh Now, Cry Later. Look at that. You're learning shit. Fucking congratulations. Pat yourself on the back for supporting a local business and learning about music. Yeah, November 10th. I remember that because it was my buddy's birthday, pretty close to that. And that came out. I was jamming that. Like that like whole weekend, because it was like on a Friday, I think his birthday was. Yeah, good weekend. Next, keep it on the rap. A Tribe Called Quest. I fucking love this record. I love it. Midnight Marauders. November 9th, 1993 was the release date. Again, another front to back, just gold. It was following up their 1991 release, The Low End Theory. Another great record. We can talk about that another time, though. Okay? Favorite tracks, that's right, plural. Favorite tracks on that would be Electric Relaxation. 8 Million Stories, Steve Biko, or Biko, whatever, award tour. We're on a award tour with Muhammad my man. Going each and every city with the mic in a hand. Pretty much the whole album. I love the cover too. I love the little talking thing or whatever, like in between songs. And for you millennials out there, that's where Logic got that from, huh, buddy? Huh? Yeah. Logic got that from Tribe. There you go. He didn't steal it. I'm not talking trash about Logic. I love it. But, so fun fact for you. There you go. Yeah, Q-Tip, which is kind of the main guy there. He does a lot of the, like, writing. I was kind of just looking up this record, and I don't know, they made there's like a quote in here, and I don't know, it just kind of, once when you like listen to the whole record, it kind of made sense. So Phife Dawg, R.I.P., one of the rappers, he said, rapper and producer Large Professor recalled the inviting, relaxed atmosphere in the basement. So Phife Dawg would just be there chilling, watching a basketball game or something, playing a video game, and just listening to the beats. Like, yeah, I like that right there. It was just so casual and cool. Just kind of sitting there and chilling out, going to get something to eat, going through sounds and picking the sounds out, telling a few jokes, watching some television like that. It was really nice. It wasn't forced in any way. Dude, like, that's so fucking true. You listen to this whole thing, it just seems just natural. And, I just love this record, so I don't care. It continues saying, Phife Dawg recalled the pressure that the group faced to make a solid follow-up to Low End Theory. Quote, obviously, that's a 2-year wait, so there was a lot of pressure, like, can they do it again? Q-Tip, so the main guy, and he also does, like, a lot of the producing, all the music stuff, like it was saying earlier, how Q-Tip was just kind of, like, working on production, whatever, and then Phife would just be kind of chilling there, like, yeah, okay. And Q-Tip actually was working on beats. He's worked with so many people. He even worked with Janet Jackson. They have a single together. That's a good song. He did a beat for Nas's single One Love, and that appeared on Illmatic in '94. So Q-Tip, definitely like a producer and rapper. So he's kind of making this, and Phife Dawg was saying Q-Tip's really hands-on. Tip is a genius, so by the time he was finished sequencing the album, I was looking at him saying, yo, B, we did it again. Like, damn, that must be a good feeling. Like, yo, I don't know. You know, Low End Theory was amazing, but holy shit. We cranked it out of the park again, and they did. It's a fucking great record. Really chill. Put it on. Light up a blunt. Made by Retch. Or a joint. Rolled by Wiz. And just fucking smoke that shit. And listen to Midnight Marauders. Or don't. It's chill either way. Midnight Marauders. Tribe Called Quest. That's pretty much the main. I mean, that's a lot in a week. Yeah, I don't get how people listen to so much music. I'm not saying I don't appreciate it, but like I remember growing up, you'd buy a CD, and like, yeah, I guess the internet was around, but we were too young to like look up people's discography. You know what I mean? I don't know. You just like, I just loved paying attention to the whole record, like front to back, learning all the lyrics. Like I had to know all the lyrics. I had to know everybody's name. I had to know their freaking biography. Like I had to know everything about that band and that CD, because that was all I had for like 2 years, you know, until they released something else. And I wasn't going to shows. I wasn't doing shit. I was a young kid, and I've kind of always just, it's like a movie, right? Like you don't just kind of half-ass the movie, or just stop watching halfway through, or just watch the intro and just like, it wasn't that good, and then leave. It's like, dude, the person's trying to like tell you the story. You gotta fucking finish it, right? And I don't know, I think that, yeah, like I gotta like go balls deep in these like records and stuff. Like I can't just, plus I would feel like a fucking poser. Like, yeah, check this out. And then just have no fucking clue about it. It's another thing growing up. Remember that skate scene? Oh, God. If you had Vans or anything on, you best hope you can skate. Dude, you wear Vans, you don't even skate. So, poser. You have Etnies. Poser. Oh, man. And getting bullied. Dude, getting bullied and being called a poser. I think that helped everybody out, didn't it? Right? Alright. Some movies. Some good movies. Yes, they are on Netflix. Yes. Alpha Dog. Released January 1st. No. Jesus. January 12th, 2007. Director is Nick Cassavetes. And I was watching it, I'm like, this seems like a true story. I don't want to give too much away. But I was like, this seems like a true story. I didn't look into it, I just thought it was on Netflix. And I was like, why not? We got the time, right? And it kind of seemed like a true story. They kept like randomly, like something would happen and they'd be like witness 2 through 5. And like, what? And then something else would happen and be like witness 6 through 8. And you're like, by like the 4th time I was like, oh, okay. This must mean something. So drug dealing, I'm reading from something. Drug dealing delinquent Johnny Truelove lives a high life in LA, partying with his peers and getting a steady dope supply from dad, Sonny. However, when a dangerous customer refuses to pay, Johnny and right-hand man Frankie kidnap the junkie's younger brother, intending only to keep the kid hidden and happy until they get the cash. These would-be gangsters find themselves out of their depth when the police get involved. Yeah, so that actually fucking happened. They're just all fucking weed, too. This weed dealer had some money owed to him from this guy, and it doesn't portray it in the movie, but I was kind of doing research on the story, and the guy who owed him money, I guess, got a nice job, kind of didn't want to be a part of, like, that party scene anymore. I don't know, he just wanted to kind of get his life together, and sometimes people hate that. I don't get that. Like, I've seen that with people. I mean, it's not to that extent. I hope none of my friends would fucking do something like this, but people get really, I don't know if they get jealous or if they are just so insecure and, like, wish that they could just, I don't know, go for the things that they want to go to in life or just try and just focus on some things. I don't know, but some people don't like that shit, man. I know for me, like, if that's happened to me before, though, you're like, you really want to hang out with somebody? They're like, nah, and you're like, just fucking hang out with me, you fucking asshole, you know what I mean? I'm like, why can't I hang out with you? So, like, I get it. I've fallen victim to that sometimes, but, I mean, not to this point where I'm just like, dude, fuck that guy. It's like, dude, if someone's trying to get their life together, and they're not hanging out with you, let them be, dude. Let them figure it out. I mean, if they're your friend, just, send... God, it sounds like a fucking hippie. Just send good energy, good vibes, man. Just, even if not you're religious or anything, just kind of, just think about that person. Just be like, I hope they're doing fine, and I wish the best for them. I hope them, hope they get rich and get a lot of pussy, right? I mean, just, or if it's a lady, hope they get cock. Oh, weird. But yeah, this dealer didn't like how that guy was a guy. Didn't like how that guy was, trying to get his life together. He missed hanging out with him. So, yeah, they fucking they see his younger brother on the side of the road, and they just fucking pick him up, kidnap him, and I have to watch the rest, but, Bruce Willis, Key and Peele, Bruce Willis is in this. He plays the dad, that guy from Into the Wild is in it. Justin Timberlake's in it. It's a good movie. Really good. Look into the story too. It's weird as hell. Next, Screwball. Released on September 7th, 2018. Director Billy Corben. That's kind of like, just like a typical, I don't know, it's kind of talks about the A-Rod thing with steroids, and oh man, I can't even. You gotta watch it. I can't really explain all of it, but pretty much, this doctor from Cuba goes to Miami in like the 90s, and he doesn't technically get his license. Like, he goes to this school in Cuba, but it's not that accredited, and it's like an unlicensed physician pretty much. He's not a fake doctor. I mean, he still went to school and all this stuff, but I don't know. It's really funny. Here it says, filmmaker Billy Corben examines the key players in the doping scandal that rocked Major League Baseball in 2013. Yeah, pretty much describes it. And it's just hilarious because, like, they go back and forth. Like, they're interviewing kind of the dopes of it, and then they're interviewing, like, the people who are, like, I don't know, to put it blatantly, like, smart and kind of, like, know how these people are fucking up. And it's hilarious because this guy's like, yeah, like, I thought it was, I was doing the right thing. I went to the right school, this and that. And then it just, every time they say something, he's like, yeah, I went to this, medical school in Cuba, it's top of the line and graduated on time. And then it'll, like, go to this other guy, and he's like, yeah, it was like a disco medical sports school. Is like, it's completely uncredited. They do that, like, the whole fucking time. It's hilarious. And also, it's very original because I always hated those, like, dramatizations where it's an A&E or those true crime things, and it's just so bad, or it's just, like, foggy. You think you're, like, hammered, you got those drunk glasses on. What they do is, so it's like drunk history, so they'll have the person saying, the interview, he'll be talking, so you can hear the recording, but then you're visually watching it get acted out, but it's acted out by little kids. And it's hilarious because it's like these grown adults, all this shit, and like these little kids are just saying everything, and yes, they do the swearing and everything. Oh, it's hilarious. Throws you a curveball pun. Sort of throws you a screwball. Look at that. I don't know, it's just original because you're just watching a thing and it's gonna be another, whatever doping scandal documentary, and then they just throw that at you, and I don't know, it keeps you interested. Not in a pedophilic way though. Oh, little kids, alright. I guess I'll watch. And then I'm gonna kind of trash talk this last one. The Eliza Schlesinger sketch show. No, I know a lot of, there's a lot of gender clash. Guys are like, women aren't funny. Women are like, yes, we are. And then guys are like, no, but seriously, like, you're not funny. But dude, I don't know. Like, ladies, I don't know what it is. I've watched it too. It's not like I just was like, oh, this is a woman trying to do comedy. Fuck her. No, I watched it, okay? I wholeheartedly watched it. But honestly, I'm not going in there prejudging or anything like that. I love Broad City. I think Broad City's fucking hilarious. I love that show. I think Amy Poehler's hilarious. I like Rashida Jones. I like the ladies. I like lady comics. I think they're hilarious. You should check out some local, I can't remember all their names, but man, there's some fucking funny chicks around here doing open mics in Minneapolis. There's a couple of really funny ones, but you'll just have to go and check them out. But it's not that, like, always keeping an open mind. But I don't know. I was just, we're bored. I'm just like, oh, sketch show. Sweet. Let's check this lady out. Horrible. Fucking awful. I don't know what it is. It's just like sometimes, I don't know, like you're forcing it too much. I don't know what it is. I'm not saying I'm funny. I don't know I'm not an expert here. Disclaimer. But it's like that chick who was always on Vine. She like puts her chin like into her throat and her boyfriend's always in the background, and she's always like, "Oh, boyfriend," and then she'll say something, and then like ha ha ha, like awkwardly laughing. You're just like, what the fuck is this? You think this is fucking funny? Like pisses me off almost. But yeah, horrible show. I don't know. I can't get like I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's not funny. It's not funny at all. Don't watch that or watch it and then argue with me. I don't give a shit. It's not funny. I kind of went over comedies already. Bill Burr's, Sebastian. I was looking up old stuff. Like check out Godfrey if you can find it. You might have to do some illegal digging. Godfrey, God, God, and then Free, Frey. Godfrey. It was 2005. Back in like the early 2000s, before Netflix and stuff, they always had a special on Friday. It was called Comedy Central Presents, and it was Fridays, and then it's usually like a Sunday it's like the weekend. It was always specials, like, so they'd have Comedy Central Presents Friday night, and it would be like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and it would just be comic back to back to back, and that was their like special, pretty much for like that time, and that's when I first saw Jim Gaffigan, Brian Regan, Godfrey. I don't know. I was pretty young then. I can't remember all of them. But yeah, that was just like kind of Ray Romano. I was just kind of a platform. I think, was that his? No. I can't remember. That's just how they, I don't know. That's how they, got their shit out. That was kind of like their special. They didn't get HBO or Showtime. They had Comedy Central Presents. And so Godfrey, it was hilarious. Look it up. It's 2005 Godfrey Comedy Central Presents. It's kind of hard to find, but it's absolutely hilarious. Check it out. And then Nick Swartzen had a Comedy Central stand-up as well. I forgot. I think it was 2006. Or 5. But it's the same set list as his Party album. It's literally called Party. Nick Swartzen Party. And I've seen him do that set. So on the Comedy Central Presents, and then he did a little snippet, told a couple jokes on Craig Kilborn's show. I think it was 2006 or 7. And I think when he's on TV, he's trying not to go like full. Like he doesn't use some of the words that he would on Party. Like he kind of refrains from some of the profanity, even if it's not bleeped. And then like he changed a couple words and stuff around on Craig Kilborn's show, which I get. Like you're on TV, you might want to, it's your big shot. You might want to, I don't know, twist it around a little bit. So I get that, but don't let that, give you a scowl, because just check out his album, Nick Swartzen Party, and it's just like his full, like he just goes balls deep into these jokes, and it's fucking hilarious. Funny story, my grandma actually bought that for me when I was in 7th grade, because like my best friend told me about him, and I thought it was cool that he was from Minnesota. We were both into comedy and comics, and yeah, and she actually bought that for me. My parents found it and fucking flipped. Oh my god. It was hilarious. They're like, I can't remember what joke it was on, but my grandma thought it was funny. Like I'd never really heard comedy albums before. I put it in. She was driving a Chrysler at the time, of course. Put in like this the CD. What the fuck I don't know, put it on the CD thing. I can't fucking think of that CD thing. That's what it's fucking called. And he has like a skit, and I remember my grandma was laughing at like the whole thing, and I was like, this is really inappropriate. Like, I should not be listening to this with my grandma. And he was talking about like, cause Dante calls, and he's just like, He's like, that fucking wine and cheese shit, let's fuck that fucking blowjob party, whatever. And my girl was just laughing her ass off. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. So, good memories. Thanks, Swartzen. Yeah, it's a funny record. Album? Yeah, so that's pretty much it. There's some music, a lot of music, some movies, some comedy. I guess a little mayhem. Hopefully everyone had a good week. Stayed healthy. Yeah, you did. That's good. That's good. Get some sleep. Oh, I'm proud of you. Good job, buddy. Oh, getting laid. Good for you. Good for you. I had orientation earlier this week because with this coronavirus, I mean, fucking, oh my God. You have to like leave one job because you're not getting any business, and then your restaurant job closes, and then you go to one temp, and you're like, okay, well, just, fucking surf around with these temp agencies, that should keep me grounded for a while. And then you go there, you do the orientation, you do all this, you do the drug test, you go on orientation for a day, and then 2 days later you start, and then you go in the next week, and then you work half a week, and then they shut down the plant, and then you go into a next temp job, and then you work there for 2 days, and you go to next, and you go work there for a week, and then, oh my God, I've had 8 fucking orientation, like, 8 fucking 20, fucking 1,000 of these things this year. It's horrible. It's been a shit year. But, whatever. Keep plugging away, right? And so that orientation, this should be good, though, because a lot of them works for, a lot of this stuff works for, like, medical supplies and whatnot. And, yeah, I won't say who it is, but it's a good job. I think this could be a career move. Thank you. I just went orientation, and so orientations are pretty easy, right? You just sit there, and they give you the old bullshit, whatever. But I was fucking hate when they ask the most open-ended questions, right? Like, let's go around the room, and I just want to hear what quality means to everybody. What does quality mean to you? All right, you in the first row. And, everyone's stumped because they're like, it's like, guy, we average, 32 to 40 years old in here, all right? Like, can we skip what quality means, all right? Like, what a fucking asshole. And so, and the guy in the front's like, making sure the product meets standards. And I always hate this. Like, it's a good answer, right? Good answer. And they always, no matter how good the answer is, the guy asking the question is always like, right, okay, you next to him. And that guy's stumped too. He's like, looking at company's standards and customer standards, making sure they're met. Okay, I could see where you got that. Yeah, okay. Next, and just everyone's just like, kind of more nervous every time he goes, I don't know, and they actually skipped me. I was all the way in the back. And they actually skipped me because it was on of course, it was on a fucking video chat. So they skipped me, and so I'm like, all right, I'm in the clear. I don't have to answer this fucking dumb question. And so they skipped me, and I'm like, thank God. This fucking broad, she must have been training to be a trainer or something. She's like, oh, we missed someone in the back. Mr. So-and-so, Mr. Video, whatever. We missed someone in the back. We missed somebody. And he's like, oh, of course. Yes, you in the back. What do you gotta say about quality? What does quality mean to you? And I was just like, ugh. So it's just super, I don't get awkwarded up, but it was just kind of awkward. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's just weird. I want to say awkward. Like, well, this is... I fucking hate when women say that. Well, this is awkward. Well, why was that so awkward? Now shut the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. It wasn't awkward. It was just kind of a weird moment, alright? Shut up. I fucking hate that. Anyway, settle down. So angry. And, sounds like, so like, alright, quality, I just kind of repeated what they were saying. I was like, just making sure everything's standard, meets the customer standards, and, there's nothing wrong with it. And of course, the guy's like, yeah, okay, yeah. And, I'm like, it's this fucking asshole. I just hate that. It's just so annoying. There was this guy in there. He literally looks like the Steve Buscemi, not little kid meme. The, oh, how do you do, fellow kids? He's got like that AC/DC shirt on, the hat backwards, like a skateboard. Yeah, this guy had like a Vans shirt. He's like 6'3", 6'4". Just fucking dad. Just straight out of Minnesota. Yeah. And he's got like cargo shorts on and these like red Vans. But it's like the ones that are in style, like the one that kind of looks like a heart monitor, like it's a straight line and it kind of goes up and down. You know what I'm talking about. And I don't know. I thought it was hilarious. And he just wouldn't shut up about the same thing. Like, yeah, they're gonna like switch me to like second shift, and like they're gonna do this and he was saying this all like the instructors, like, just shut the fuck up, let them tell you that, all right? And everybody was like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's great, just trying to like ignore him. Like the instructors were like, yeah, this guy's fucking gone. But the funny thing was, this guy actually worked there before for one day and then quit. And so, of course, he's in the system, and no matter what instructor came in, what new person was on the fucking video chat, they were like, hey, guy, have you worked here before? And he's like, yeah, like one day. And, like, if you've ever seen Brian Regan's stand-up, he's pretty much like when Brian Regan is acting like an idiot. That's pretty much him. It was hilarious. It reminded me of when I was younger in elementary school. I was like 2nd grade. We always had those fucking stupid assignments, just random, like, go home and bug your parents about shit they don't need to hear, right? Like, they don't fight and yelling off at each other. You gotta fucking come home and be like, hey, Mom and Dad, where does my name come from? Can you sign this? Can you do... You know what I mean? And, so yeah, that was one of the assignments. You had to go home and find out, why your parents named you what they named you. I mean, that just sounded like the teacher was hung over, right? School of Rock. Hung over, does that mean you're drunk? No, it means I was drunk yesterday. Good movie. And where was I? Yeah, so they had us, go home and ask our parents where our names came from. And my parents were like, I don't know, your dad? You named it for your dad, dumbass. And, I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, done. Assignment done. And then, but it reminded me of this one kid. His name was Christian. And just like this, like, really loud mouth. I'm gonna work at second shift. And I worked here for a day, but then I quit. But that this job's, like, oh, my God. Not the kid, but that's what the guy sounded like at orientation. The kid sounded, just kind of like the two, like, just really did. And so his name is Christian. And the teacher asked him, I don't even think she asked him. I think we're just kind of going on him. And he just blurts out of nowhere. It's just like, my parents said I'm named after God and Jesus. And the teacher was just like, when like teachers and instructors like annoyed, they just kind of like really play it down. They're like, oh, okay, that's good, Like, and I was born and raised in Iowa, and even for Iowa, like how religious that was, it was still uncomfortable in the air. Or was it awkward? It was so awkward. Isn't it awkward? Oh, man. Yeah. A little mayhem. Not too bad. It wasn't too bad of a week. Hope everyone's staying healthy. I don't want these things to last too long. I'm almost at a fucking hour, dude. I don't want this to be a fucking hour. Whatever. Let's quickly go over some. I'll do more health stuff next time, maybe. Because everybody is just. There's so much demand for this fucking show. For this, whatever this is. So, let's see. Today, I worked out in the morning. Because, by the way, you can work out outside. Go to Home Depot, grab like a cinder block and some gloves. Or grab one of those, salt bags or whatever. And you can do a shit ton of workouts with that. And go grab something light, go on a run with some weights in your hand. I mean, do something. I mean, if that's what you want, if you want to stay like fit and healthy, and not just lose all this shit, it's a good way to get out of the house, and it's it's a great way to stay in shape. It's a great way to just get out of the house and fucking just try and at least stay in shape. You could build muscle from just doing basic shit. Like, trust me, you can. Just because you don't have a barbell, and just because you're not doing fucking 5 sets of 5, bro, a bench Monday, you can still crush it, So I have a 35-pound kettlebell, and I go to this local track. I put the kettlebell in my backpack, sling it on me. I go bike all the way to a local track. It's about 2.5 miles there, 2.5 back, and so I figure, okay, that's pretty good. And then I'll, depending on my workout, I might do some running, whatever. But dude, there's soccer goals everywhere. All right, do you have gloves or anything? Go to the park, wash your hands religiously, put on some gloves or whatever. Do some pull-ups on the bar. Do some dips on the bar. I mean, there's a shit ton of shit you can do. Box jumps, push-ups, incline, decline, regular. I mean, lunges. I mean, there's so much shit you can do, man. So I've been just noticing, I've just been able to kind of tone down and still kind of slowly build muscle. And that's from doing like high intensity training pretty much every day too. We're trying to just eat really well as well, also, too. And, but I've just been doing basic shit, but it's just all about how you switch it up. It's all about your programming. I can't give all my secrets away because they'll probably shut down the website I'm using. But I go to this one website, gives me all of my shit. I'm not afraid to say it. I fucking love CrossFit. That's what I've been doing. I think especially with stuff like this, I'm already like accustomed to doing that stuff, so my body isn't just completely destroyed. But it's great. But disclaimer, I've never belonged to a CrossFit gym. I usually mod the workouts because I usually go like, I'm not a fucking athlete. Like, do I really need to do 40 jumping lunges for 6 sets? No. Go fuck yourself. I will do 40 squats, right? Like, you gotta kind of do with what you can and just be realistic, okay? Be realistically humble, all right? But also, push yourself, don't be a fucking pussy. You Mary. So I worked out in the morning. I do pull-ups on soccer goals. All right, there's fucking soccer goals all over the place. Find one, do some pull-ups, lat pull-ups, superset that with some, like there's this CrossFit workout called Cindy, and it's as many reps or many rounds as you can do, like no rest, in 20 minutes, and it's 5 pull-ups. You can do regular pull-ups, you can do chin-ups, strict pull-ups, lat pull-ups. If you cannot do a pull-up, grab something around the house, do 5 curls, go, like I said, go to Home Depot, go to whatever, get like a cinder block, get something heavy, do 5 curls, work your weight up, you're not a pussy if you can't do a pull-up, You're pussy if you fucking just give up. If you're a quitter, you're a fucking pussy. But if you try at something, yeah, don't. So get that bullshit out of your head and work your way up to that pull up, right? This goes for you too, ladies. This isn't just a fucking guy talk, whatever, all right? Ladies, you got balls, all right? And also, ladies, you can lift weights. You're not gonna get fucking enormous, all right? There is such a thing as a 5-10 pound weight, all right? Every time I've talked to a girl about this, so she's like, well, I mean, Oscar, can you help me out? I just don't want to get big. I'm like, you fucking won't. Guys, I mean, guys don't get jacked if they're using small weights, so how will you? You know what I mean? We all gotta work our way up. But if you stop yourself from overdoing it on like the how much weight you are throwing up, then yeah, you will. Wait, I kind of lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, if you stop yourself and then you kind of just what's that called? Like, I don't know. You just keep that. You find where you need to be, and then you just keep that on, and you have different goals or different whatever. Then you're fine, right? It's when you keep breaking those plateaus and you keep going weight up, weight up, weight up, weight up, weight up. Yeah, you will get bigger, but even to that extent, I mean, you have to. I don't know, like you really won't get that huge. And what's wrong with some muscle definition? I mean, it's like you're not ugly, all right? Like, ladies, you gotta knock that off. Like, I think guys like, if a guy's intimidated because you have some muscle definition, he can go fuck himself. Like, fuck that guy. Or I don't know, she's just too manly for me. He's like, what? Yeah, oh, that sucks. You have something to talk about. I don't know. Now, just because you have a little muscle definition, you like working out, you like being healthy, does not mean you get to be a fucking bitch, all right? Like, there is some workout girls that are just like, yeah, I work out. Fuck you. It's like, well, if you're a fucking cunt, I don't want to hang out with you, all right? Just because you work out, you should still, have a good soul and good energy and good aroma, you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, just grab something around the house. And so, yeah, Cindy, that's what I was talking about. Good old Cindy. It was, sorry, I just got distracted. Fucking something fell in my closet. I don't fucking know. Shit. I don't know how to edit this, so I'll just keep going. So it's 5 pull-ups or, curls, 10 push-ups, and 15 air squats. And, yeah, do that as much as you can in, as many rounds as you can, which means you don't, like, sets is when you take a break. Round is when you just keep going, you know what I mean? Yes, you can take a breath, right? I mean, that's fine. But it's just something to push yourself. I mean, but that's simple. How much equipment do you need from that? 5, 10, 15? You have 20 minutes, right? There you go. So I worked out this morning. The workout was a warm-up of 4 sets, is 15 up and down planks, which is where you sit in a plank position, or you're in a plank position, and then, let's say I'll start on my left side, so I'll push my left arm down like I'm doing a push-up, and then my right arm will come up, and then match my left arm, so I'm in a full, like, push-up position, and then to go back down, I put my left elbow down and then my right elbow down, just really making sure your back is in a good position, your abs are nice and tight, and then you go to the right side, so right hand on the ground, left hand up, and then you go up, and then right elbow down, left elbow down, and that's, they say, so 2 arms is 1 rep. That's too much. No, fuck that. You go up on one arm, you come down on the same arm. That's 1 rep. You know what I'm saying? So left, right, 1. Right, left, 2. Okay, they're saying left. They're saying left, right, right, left is 1. No, fuck that. So do 15 of those, and then do 20 tucks. Or they call those accordions. It's when you're kind of in like your arms are to your side, your legs are above the ground, and you just kind of bring your knees up to like your chest, and you want kind of the tip of your fingers to touch your heels, and you do 20 of those. But it's back to back, but it's one set, so you do have some rest time, however long you would like. But right after those 15 up and down planks, you go straight into those 20 tucks. And then so you do that for 4 sets. And then your WOD, or your workout of the day, your main like workout, you usually want to take, depending how warmed up you are, how the weather is, what you ate that day, it kind of depends how long, but you should wait a good amount before you actually go, because you want to be energized. And usually with these WODs, these high intensity interval training, these HIIT workouts, you do want to do them to your the best you can, but always think about tomorrow and the next day and 2 years from now and 5 years from now and 10 years from now. I mean, push yourself, but be smart, kid. You gotta fucking be smart. So yeah, I took some decent time, and I always stretch. I got a foam roller the other day. I roll foam, man. I foam roll in the morning before I go work out, after I work out, and sometimes before work or after work, but at least before and after a workout. And then after the program and website I use, there's usually like a warm-up. Sometimes there isn't, but when there is a warm-up, I usually do my just basic stretching after that first warm-up. So like after the 15 up and down planks and then the 20 tucks, I rested, did some more stretching, and just your basic fucking, left over right, bend down, left leg up, right leg in front of left leg, bend down, right. I mean, just basic stretching, dude. And then rested, and then the actual workout was, so it's kind of worded weird, but it makes sense once you figure it out. So it says every 5 minutes for 5 sets, and it was 200-meter sprint, 20 Russian twists. Weight was optional. If not, that's all right. 20 Russian twists, and then 20 box jumps. Okay, so here's how I modded it. And all this gym and this place that I use, they have this program called WOD at home, or workout of the day at home. And so that's what I've been using lately, and it's awesome. But I wasn't able to go to the track today because I didn't really know when it was going to rain. And I'm on second shift, so I start at 2 p.m. So I went in the morning, just down by my house. There's this like huge soccer area, and I just kind of eyed it. I was like, yeah, that'd probably be 200 meters. And there's like all these park benches and where people like grill out and stuff like that. And I was thinking, all right, I'll just run there, do my Russian twists right next to these park benches, and then 20 box jumps is when you just jump to a high level, or just whatever's around you. Because honestly, 20, I mean, that's a lot, dude. I mean, you don't need to impress anybody. Yeah, especially if you gotta think, you're like, all right, I have 5 sets of these. So that's what I did. I just kind of eyed it, because I've been on the track a lot, so I kind of had a good idea of where 200 meters would be. So I ran, and it's like a sprint, or just your best of your ability, man. Do with what you can, or girl, lady, they, them, whatever. use guys. I just sprinted down to the bench, did my twists, did my box jumps, and then you rest. So it says every 5 minutes for 5 sets. That means you have a timer for 5 minutes, right? You do that. You do the 200 meter, you do the 20 twists and the 20 box jumps, and then whatever time you have left from that 5 minutes is your rest time. Okay? So that's one set, right? Let's say you have 1 minute and 23 seconds left. So now you have 1 minute and 23 seconds to rest. And then right when that's over, you press fucking go again on that timer, and then it's 5 minutes again. So what I did is I just walked. I had like my backpack and kettlebell kind of at the starting point. I used that rest time to just slowly walk back, kind of just gather myself, and just go back to the beginning, and then just do it all again. So I did that for 5 sets, and then I tried, which is, it was good, but I still wanted to do some sort of, I don't know, kind of strength, because, I don't know, I have a manual labor job. I'm just always on my feet. I feel like I should kind of have some sort of strength behind me. And it's just, I have a bunk shoulder, and my neck's been kind of fucking me up lately, and same with my knee, and I don't know, I just think it's good to just kind of do some stuff, and like, why not? Why not get a little muscle there, eh? But it was a good workout, though. I felt nice and relaxed, and you need to do that stuff. I really didn't want to, as a guy, you always want, where's all the push-ups and the pull-up workout, you know what I mean? You just need to be humble. And like, I've been doing so many burpees lately, and all this running and squats and shit that I would normally not do. These past couple of years, I've been kind of saying fuck that, and I've been able to see actually really good results. I'd rather look like wholesome, you know what I mean, than just like, wow, that guy's big arms, but what the fuck, where's his back? Where's his legs? You know what I mean? So, well-rounded is what they say. Wholesome? What the fuck is that? Yeah, that was definitely like a reality check to do all that running and not have like, that arm pump or whatever. And it was just kind of it was humbling to be like, yeah, you don't always need that. But then after that, just a little side work. I did snatches with the kettlebell. Yes, they're called a snatch. I did power snatches, which means it comes from the ground. So, and you can just look that up. I'm not going to describe it to you. You gotta see it. But kettlebell single arm power snatch. And because when it's called a hang snatch, that's when you can kind of, especially with a kettlebell, like a swing kind of goes right between your legs. You can kind of start there with your snatch. But when you start on a power snatch, you're able to, it's a lot of control. You got to be really smart about where your back is, your legs. It's really explosive. So I did 3 sets of 8 on each arm. I really wanted to focus on mechanics. And I think the older we get, you got to be just really humble on your workouts and just work on your form and all that shit. Because they say it's, what do they say? It's mechanics. Yeah, it goes mechanics, consistency, intensity. So trust me, those mechanics help out a lot, because I got a great pump from just doing that controlled with a lot of intensity, though. Than I have when I do snatches on a big workout. I mean, I sometimes I just miss that pump because I'm just so quick on that, trying to get it in a good time, or just trying to get the rep done, and I'm just really tired. Where sometimes you slip on the form. And then after that, I did 4 sets of 6 lat pull-ups or strict pull-ups, and then 6 bicep curls. So the snatches were just by itself, just 3 sets, and then it was a superset of strict pull-ups and curls. So that's pretty much it. When it comes to dieting, I think people just need to just chill out. Seriously, just ask yourself this. Does it come from the ground? All right, there you go. It's good for you. It is fantastic for you. Dude, I got ripped one time from just eating tacos with cilantro and onions on there. It came from the ground. There you go. I mean, that wasn't the only thing I was eating. I don't know, I just like to eat. I don't like to have a lot of vegetables because it does get overwhelming. I just like the basic power superfoods. Like, I get probiotic vegetables, which is it's good for your, gut health, and it cleans out, bad bacteria. And think about this. If you want to get abs, if you don't have anything wrong with your stomach or any fat or any bacteria, I mean, that's a pretty good boost, right? So I eat kimchi, sauerkraut, and kale. Just brush your teeth. That's all I'm saying. Fucking get used to flossing, brushing, and buying a lot of gum. So you eat kimchi with breakfast, kale with lunch, dinner, whatever. Mini peppers with everything. I don't know. I just eat with my ethnicity too. I'm Mexican and German, so I just eat. I eat brats. I eat brats, sausages. I use kraut, sausage with kraut, onions and peppers, and I like sweet potatoes. They're better for you. But if you can't afford sweet potatoes, you don't like them, then potatoes fine. Don't fucking worry about it. Because when you worry and you stress out, that creates cortisol, which is a stress hormone in our body, and it actually makes fat. So you can actually get fat from thinking about what you're eating that day. You know what I mean? You're not going to be like, oh, I'm stressed, and then just blow it up. Come on. Don't be that fucking stupid. It can just cause, if you're, did I get this? And trust me, I've done that before. And you don't feel good that day. Your workout sucks. You're overthinking everything. Just fucking chill out, all right? Aaron Rodgers, relax. You know what I mean? Just chill. And if you're eating superfoods, you don't really have to buy that much shit. Like broccoli, asparagus, kale, kimchi, sauerkraut. Your spring mix for your salads or whatever. I just also really like Mexican food. So I usually do brown rice, a serving of brown rice, a serving of beans, a serving of kale, some peppers, a serrano maybe, or a habanero, or a jalapeno, or just mixed peppers, and steak, pork, or chicken. And that doesn't get old, alright? If you suck at cooking, try seasoning, alright? That was my thing when I wasn't good at cooking. I wasn't seasoning it enough. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Music mayhem, a little bit of health. I'll probably do more health from now on. That's about it. Enjoy your weekend. Hope everybody is healthy. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. That's all. Have a good one. Peace.